Hey guys, Handy Camper here,
Wifey Camper.
and today we're getting ready to make some beef jerky. I want to show you how to do that. Not your father's mountain ale. We're going to give it a shot here, and so y'all stick around. I'm going to make some beef jerky and try this out and see what it tastes like, so stick around.
But I had to try it.
It's not bad, guys. Yeah. Let's get to making some beef jerky, guys. Stick around, and we'll show you how I make beef jerky. And the wife, she's going to help too.
Maybe.
She's going to help me this time. She never helps me, but she eats it all. She never helps me make it, but she helps me eat it. So she's going to help me make it this go around.
I do help occasionally.
Well,
You'll see proof today.
be right back with you guys. Alright guys, making beef jerky. It's a process I do about maybe twice a year. Around Christmas time, Thanksgiving, and just whenever. But it's like a two-day process. We let the meat marinate for 24 hours, give or take. At least overnight, at least 8 hours or more marinate in the sauce and the seasonings and everything. And for my beef jerky, I pretty much always use London broil, and that's the meat that I usually use. Sometimes we'll use some Walmart carries some fajita strips that are really lean, don't have a lot of fat on there. Sometimes we'll get those, but the leaner the meat, the better. The less fat, because you need to cut off all the fat that you can. Because if you don't, even though your beef jerky is dehydrated enough, if it's got a lot of fat on there, that'll make your meat start to go rancid a whole lot faster. So let's get started, and we'll show you the process of making beef jerky. This is the first step here, is getting the meat ready for dehydration. Stick around. Alright guys, got my lovely assistant here today. Alright, you gotta have your meat. Going to cut the fat off, all the fat that you can. You don't have to cut it all off, just all the big pieces of
London broiler really ain't got no fat.
well, not a lot, but it's got some. Yeah, you'll need a couple sharp knives. The liquid ingredients. The main liquid ingredient I always use is Kikkoman teriyaki sauce, marinade, and sauce. That's the best stuff ever right there, guys. For every time I've ever made it with that, everybody likes it the best. So, and this time we're going to try something a little bit different. I've never added this to my ingredients, and this is what we're going to do. We're going to put a little bit of liquid smoke in there this time, guys. We're going to do the Stubbs brand, and this is the hickory liquid smoke, and it's got a barbecue-y smell to it. So we're gonna put that a little bit in there this time with the ingredients. And now with our dry ingredients, we've got cayenne pepper. That's one of the, definitely got to have that in there. We've got minced garlic, minced onions, garlic powder, red pepper flakes. This is a definite must too. I love those on there. Onion powder. All right, and red pepper. Red pepper. This is the, it's not really crushed. It's more like a fine, a ground red pepper. And that gives it just a little bit of bite. That makes it really good. And that's all the ingredients that I use, guys. And what we'll do is we'll cut the meat up first. As thin slices as you can get it. You don't want it shaved, but you don't want it too thick. Because the thicker you get it, the longer it takes to dehydrate. And normally it takes about almost between 5 to 8 hours normally for it to work. For it to dehydrate, but we'll get started here, guys, and we'll show you how thin we like to slice it, and then we'll mix all the ingredients up and put it into the container for storage overnight, and then we'll start dehydrating tomorrow. So stick around, guys. We'll be right back with you. All right, guys, we got the meat on the counter there.
We're gonna try see what knife works best.
All right. And she's going to cut a few slices. She's going to cut a few slices there, guys, and then we'll get back to you in just a second. All right, guys, that's a pretty good. Let me get you a little closer there so you can see. So that's a good thickness there. A little bit thinner if you can, but that right there is a good piece, because when it dehydrates, you know, it gets a little bit thinner. But all right, guys, we don't dehydrate ours like where it's like really crunchy. We don't like over dehydrate it. We like ours to have a little chew to it. But that's a good thickness right there, guys. Perfect. That's not too thin and not too thick. You don't want to get it too thick. Like I said, it takes forever to dehydrate. We're constantly, and our dehydrator has, I think, 4 or 5 tiers. And we're constantly, I put the thicker ones on the bottom, and we just rotate them throughout the day. And as you're cutting, it's kind of marbled, so you'll come to a little fatty piece like that, guys. And when you cut a slice off like that, like she's getting ready to slice here. Well, that didn't work too good, but when she cuts a slice right here, lay that down flat there.
I made it a little thick though. At one end.
There you go. And when you cut it like that, you can just take some scissors, some meat scissors or a knife, and just cut the little fat piece out of there, and then won't have that fat in there. Yeah.
Or you can leave it.
Or you can leave it. Because that'll be the first piece to eat. We eat the fatty pieces first, so it won't go rancid. What I like to usually do, too, is with little tidbits of the fat and that we cut off, we usually cook it in the cast iron with a little bit of seasoning on there and just eat it. Sometimes we'll do, like, put a little rice, do like a little meat and rice thing with the... You have to go sideways with it.
I know.
Hold it tight with this hand. Push down on it, hold it, and just do your knife and go that way with it.
Oh.
Yeah, like filleting. There you go.
Yeah, filleting didn't help. Other than filleting some meat off. Yeah.
You do it right.
What was that?
Gotta get the knife started next.
I'm gonna show you.
That's good. Alright, guys, so we got the meat cut into all the little strips. So now it's step 2. What we do is we'll lay out the meat, and you can get it closer together. Push them all together so you have more room. Get them as close as you can together. What we're going to do is lay them all down flat on this cutting board, or you can use a baking sheet or whatever you want to do. And then I put a few dry ingredients on there before I put it into the liquid. I like to do that. I don't put all the dry ingredients on there when I do this, but some of them. And then what I'll do is I'll use my big container that I have over there, and I'll do the wet ingredients, and I'll mix the dry ingredients and the wet ingredients and mix it all up before I put the meat in there. Alright, guys, now we're going to add some of the dry ingredients. And the first ingredient, I'm going to do the cayenne pepper, because that's one of my favorite ingredients to put on there. Just a little dab on there. And this is going to make a little bit of a mess, but that's okay. Just a little bit on this side.
Because he's going to clean it up.
Get a little bit of that on there. Okay. And then we'll do some minced garlic. I like to put a little bit on there. Minced garlic. And then I like to put the red pepper flakes on there. And that kind of soaks into the wet, bloody meat. Let it kind of stick to it for a minute before I put it into the liquid. Put those on there, and then I'll put just a tad bit of red pepper on there. I like to kind of put the spicy stuff on there to make it stick first. I don't want too much. Can't see. Gotta get rid of the light, guys, so I can see. Oh, there it comes. Cause this right here goes a long way. All right, got that on there, guys, and now we're going to. I'm going to prepare the liquid in my big container. So stick around. We'll get that going. All right, guys. Now we're going to do the wet ingredients. I'm going to put it in there.
You know you can take that thing off and it'll go faster.
Good things come to those who wait.
Okay.
I like to cover the bottom a little bit. I'll probably end up using this whole bottle. But as the meat goes in there, the liquid will get a little higher. So, all right, we'll put that in there, and we're going to add all the dry ingredients that we showed you earlier. So stick around. Let's get that in there. We'll be right back. My wife says, "Are you going to turn the video on and show them how much stuff you put in there?" Guys, I don't measure anything out. I never have, but luckily it all turns out tasting the same every time I've done it. So I just put a little dab of cayenne pepper in there, a couple shakes, and what I'll do is I'll taste that liquid before that raw meat goes in there and kind of see what it tastes like. So, yep, got that in there, and then I got some minced garlic. We'll put that in there. Love the minced garlic in there. And that liquid with those dehydrated garlic flakes. Minced onions, it'll liquefy and get that flavor.
Garlic powder.
Garlic powder. A little bit more.
Red pepper.
Red pepper, got it on small holes. And like I said, this stuff goes a long way too, guys. So I put quite a bit of cayenne, so I don't want to put too much of the red pepper.
Onion powder.
Onion powder. It's so funny when I add the onion powder, all the ingredients kind of disperse. Did you see that, guys? It's kind of funny.
And your red pepper. Red
pepper flakes. Crushed red pepper. Man, this stuff right here is so good. I don't know what it is about this on beef jerky, but I love this stuff on beef jerky. And then what we do is we get a fork and we'll whisk it all together. And I kind of like to let it sit for just a few minutes and let all those dry ingredients kind of get soaked a little bit. Alright, we got that whisked together. Now we're going to add our meat into there and then put the rest of the liquid on there and finish putting the dry ingredients on the rest of the meat and do the same thing. So I hope I've got enough teriyaki sauce.
You gotta taste that first?
Oh yeah, I do. I gotta taste that.
Before I start putting meat in there?
Ground red pepper.
Is that enough?
There you go. And a little bit more cayenne. Just a tad more cayenne. And I think that'll do it.
If you make this too hot.
There you go. It always tastes better when it's got a little bite.
We'll be upset with you.
Gotta appease. You gotta please the crowd, guys. You gotta make it just right for everybody. You can't make it too hot. Can't make it too mild. Let's see. I think that's gonna do it right there.
Go ahead.
So now, guys, we're gonna add that meat in there. And if you remember, I seasoned one side of it already of the meat. And she's gonna put that side up just like that. Seasoned side up. Guys, we had to, I forgot to put the liquid smoke in there because I was going to try this for the first time. I'm not going to put a lot in there. I just want to put just a little tad, probably less than a teaspoon. I'm just going to do a couple of drops. I think that's all we're going to do. I'm not going to put much in there at all. I just want a little taste of it. She doesn't have the raw meat in there, so I can't try to taste it, so. But I'm going to smell it here. And give it just a little bit of different flavor. Maybe I should have done 2 batches just in case the liquid smoke made it taste different.
Better not. I'll be upset.
But the way I normally do it without the liquid smoke is the way I usually do it. That's my normal recipe, guys. And just add as much as you want of the dry ingredients to your taste. Start with just a little bit here and there and taste your sauce. And just do it to your taste. I mean, if you want it more spicy, put some more of that red pepper in there and some cayenne. Alright, guys, that we got it all in there. It was just enough of the teriyaki sauce. Perfect. That's what we do right here. When we put it in there, we'll push it all down into the goodness there. And then we'll put the lid on there and put it in the refrigerator for at least 24 hours, but I think we'll probably be pulling it out probably about noon tomorrow, give or take, and then put it on the, because it's going to take at least 8 hours for the thicker pieces, 5 hours for the thinner pieces. So, yeah, so, well, might do it right when we get up, so that'll be 6 o'clock in the morning will be 13 hours, so 6 or 7, 8 o'clock, then we'll put it on the dehydrator, do another part for you. Alright guys, I really appreciate you sticking around for this first part of showing you how I make beef jerky. This is the first part showing you how to prepare the meat before we dehydrate it. So you guys stick around for the next part where we show you how to get the meat prepared before you put it in the dehydrator and get it going and all that stuff, and then taste test to see if it's good with that liquid smoke. We just put a little bit in there, so stick around for part 2. Appreciate you watching. As always, you guys, make sure you click that like button, hit that thumbs up, leave a comment. Let me know what kind of beef jerky you like, and if you make beef jerky, I'd love to know what ingredients you put in your beef jerky. It would be really cool. Leave it in the comments, guys, and click that bell to see the notifications when my next videos will come out, so you'll be notified. Yeah.
I was standing here saying it, and then you still was like,
I was trying to get it right. I was doing this, when I go, it's like take 2.
I thought you meant you wanted me to say all 3. Most of the time, you say one, I say one, you say the last one.
That's what I was going to do.
But you didn't do it.
I was waiting for you to say plan, and you was like...
I said it.
Alright, guys. Stay tuned for the next one. And as always...
Plan!
Prepare! And practice!
What they said. You need a couple good sharp knives. Need a couple good sharp knives.
Oh. I forgot I'm supposed to be Vienna White.
Vienna. Pat Sajak and Vienna White. Vanna. All right.
I didn't wash my hands.
Stick around. It's a process. Learning process. That probably won't be in the video. Beef footage. Stay tuned for the next one, guys. And as always,
Plan?
stay tuned for the next one. And as always, stay tuned for the next one, guys. And as always,
Plan, prepare,
is that what I say?
and practice!
Yes.
Stay tuned for the next one. And as always,
Plan,
I'm not
prepare,
ready.
and practice. And he's not ready, and he's looking at me like I'm saying something wrong.
all right, guys. Stay tuned for the next one. And as always, plan.
Prepare, and practice!
We need to rehearse this a little bit more because this just ain't working. You guys are not working with me here.